Hey, everybody. It's Wellness Wednesdays with your virtual pharmacist and health mentor. Happy New Year, everybody. We are so excited to start the new year. I know everybody's talking about New Year, new you. But we're here today because we love to come together for collaboration in health and wholeness, right? And so we do this every Wednesday at 8 o'clock, and it's a very short broadcast. We're just here for about 15 minutes and really helping to have women, especially at over 40, right? We're thinking about 35 to 40. Hey, Rocks, coming together to just build a community of sharing information, figuring out how we can live our very best life all the way through. Our motto is healthy is the new beautiful. So welcome, happy new year. Hey, Joe, how are you guys? Welcome, thanks for joining. So today we are here at our first wellness of 2018, and we want to talk about reconnecting. Hey, Rosa, talking about reconnecting. Everybody with the new year, we're thinking about how we can improve our lives in some way, whether it's health, whether it's, cooking more, whether it's spending more time with your loved ones. It could be anything, wanting to get a new job. And so today we're talking about reconnecting. And it's not reconnecting with someone that is far away or reconnecting with a college friend. We're talking about reconnecting with the people that live right under our roof, right? I know for me, I go from, going to work, picking the kids up to go to after school activities, running to, doing homework in the car. And oftentimes, more than I care to admit, we are Happy New Year, eating fast food way too often. And if we're not doing that, we're eating dinner in separate rooms. Oftentimes it's just, we're not even spending time together in the house. And I know that many families are breaking down because we're not spending that time together. So I have a very special guest here, LaTanya King of Mamie Lee's Catering, and she's going to share with us some of her philosophy, her mission to bring families back together over dinner. So welcome, LaTanya. Thank you for being here.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for having me.
We're excited about this because I know that a lot of families struggle with this concept, right? We used to,
Yes.
some of us may have grown up eating dinner at the dinner table with no technology, no TV on, and you really get a chance to talk and connect. Of course, as a child at the table, it's irritating. Like, I just want to go in my room, but understood that really that's where your family will come together and really just continue to connect and get to know each other, find out about our days. You will share more information probably than you thought you were to your parents. So I would love to know, like, what are your thought processes in terms of your vision for bringing families together at the dinner table?
So thank you. Great question. So let me start by saying I started Mamie Lee's Inspired Taste, inspired by my grandmother. And I just remember having a lot of great meals around the table with different family members would come in and out, and some great memories. And I just reflecting on that and her and her recent passing. And it really just made me look at current events and say, wow, families are breaking down. They're not having dinner together, and just looking at friends and family of my own. So that was the inspiration behind Mamie Lee's Inspired Taste. And one of the things I think is so important is to allow a safe place, call the table a safe place for kids to share how they feel, what they're feeling, current events. The world is going crazy right now, and our kids need a place to express what they're seeing. And that the table is where we used to get all that stuff off our chest in most households. And if you never had it, start a new tradition and bring your kids together so they feel okay about talking about maybe being bullied at school. And it doesn't lead to something more traumatic for the family. So those things touch me every day. I swear every time I read about a kid being bullied, it literally makes me cry. So I think having more meals at the table with your kids, talking to them about what's going on in the world, making them aware, I personally think it's going to cut down on that. And Mamie Lee's wants to help in a big, big way.
I love it. I love it. So one of the concepts that I love, love, love that you do, because sometimes you can, I know that you can, after not really, so for families who this is a new tradition for, or for blended families, or sometimes you have families that have maybe like a 5-year-old and a 16-year-old, you know, so some of the dynamic at the table can be challenging and uncomfortable. So I know that you have what you call conversation starters that you offer with some of your catering. So you have a whole business centered around preparing meals that are family style meals. And with this, you offer these conversation starters, which I absolutely love.
Yeah, we want to make it easy. We want to make it easier for working parents or single parents to reconnect with their kids and or their spouses. And sometimes we just don't know what to say. I'm guilty of that. So having a conversation starter, being able to reach into your mason jar and say, hey, let's talk about this topic right now. How do you feel about this? It'll get things started. It'll get the conversation going, and you get to learn so much. I learned so much about my son having dinner with him, his views on things that were happening in the world. And because of that, we share a close bond, a little too close, I would say, but we are extremely close. I think that was one of the things that helped.
Right.
And so, when you get a meal, family style meal from Mamie Lee's, you're going to get a satchel of conversation starters. You just break open your hot meal and get your conversation starters, and let's go.
I love it.
And the electronics go in a basket.
And that's another thing, like setting up those kind of ground rules. So I know that you talked about, one of the things you talked about was a safe space. Like that's one of the things that you can even preemptive say, this is something that, we're going to be doing. We're creating a safe space, or you can just kind of let it happen organically as well. But one of the rules that I love that you do is that, we don't have technology. That means not only the phones, but it's also the television. And I know it's not just the kids, it's adults too,
Yes, amen. Yes,
I'm guilty of it as well, but understanding that technology includes like the television.
Yes.
Yeah. Put the phone in the basket.
Absolutely.
Freeze.
And it's a way too for spouses with no children to reconnect. You don't always have to go to Ruth Chris or Fridays or Applebee's or wherever, or McDonald's even. You can actually prepare a meal together and open up your conversation starters and date your husband right at your dining room table.
Right.
Setting the table. I look on Facebook, Instagram, and you see the different place settings, and everybody's dining room is decorated so beautifully. Nobody's sitting there.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
Yeah. I agree. So I love these tips. So we heard the table should be a safe space. We heard reconnecting with your spouse.
Yes.
And then establishing for the first time these family traditions, really being 3 great tips on why bringing families back together, back to the dinner table is so important. Because it does nothing but increase the communication. I can't imagine that it would go backwards, right?
Oh my gosh, the bonds over cooking a meal.
Yeah.
Or eating a meal, the stories. Just think about, stories that dinners that you have with a group of friends, and the laughter and the fun. Imagine doing that with your kids.
Yeah, I love that you've taken your catering in this direction. I know that you're a successful caterer and you have lots of events that you go to, but to want to bring it in-house to the family, I love this mission and I'm supportive of it. So tell us, how do we get in contact with you? What do we do? We want all your information so we can get those meals and we can get those conversation starters. Yep. Thank you. I'm sure I'm stuck now. If you guys can still hear me, of course, the beautiful thing, FaceTime coming in as I'm talking, but I see that my face is stuck, but hopefully you guys can still hear me. More importantly, that we can hear you as you tell us, like, how do we get in contact with you?
So on Facebook, I'm at Inspired by Mamie. At Lees. And then my website is mamielees.com, real plain and simple. We are revamping the website. Feel free to go on and check out some things that we have on there. We're going to be offering early spring family style meals with selected times of pickup for hot meals with conversation starters to get the conversation started going in your family and spend more time at the table, make bonds and memories, invite some neighbors over. I just think we need to spread more love, and love starts at home. And when we have love at home at the table, our kids can go out and just exude it into the world. So
yeah.
Yeah.
You never want to find out what's going on with your children from someone else.
No, absolutely not.
I find that they talk a lot more. Did I get that right? mamielees.com?
Yes.
Okay. They do talk a lot more when they feel comfortable and it doesn't seem like something foreign. I know that, even for me, I get a lot of conversation in the car, but, you're distracted. You can't really, give them your full attention. And so I love this concept. I really, really do. We thank you so, so much for joining us and sharing these tips on how we can reconnect with the people that we love and that we live with. Even if the kids, they have children in the house, you can reconnect with your spouse at the dinner table. I love that idea. I didn't think of it that way.
Date your spouse.
I know, I love it. I'm pro dating your spouse. So we love it, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you have any questions, we have about 2 minutes left. We would love to hear from you. If you have any follow-up questions for LaTanya, I'll definitely post her information on the link so that you guys will have it. It will go forth as you guys share this broadcast. We want to build a collaboration of health and wholeness. So definitely share, comment, share, because you never know when you might be the person or the bridge to helping someone break free or helping them, build their family back up. So thank you again, LaTanya. We appreciate you, and thank you. Keep going with your mission. You are doing a great, great thing.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right.
Guys, more meals at the table. This week, I dare you 2 meals this week with your family.
That's right. I love it. And if you have to do it, if you have to call takeout, not doesn't have to be McDonald's or Chick-fil-A.
It could be a pizza.
It could be a pizza. That's a good idea.
Sandwiches and chips. Old school, right?
Right. I love it. And so I love the baby steps. I totally love it. Oh, yes. Hey, Tiffy. She says she is here for this discussion. I know that's right. I love what you just said. That was a great tip, LaTanya, just to think small, because I always think, okay, we have to have the full meal, we have to have the vegetables, which of course we do, but sometimes in this busy world, this life that we're living, we don't always have time for a full-on, 5-course meal. But that shouldn't stop us, right? It shouldn't stop us spending that time.
Not at all. So it doesn't matter if you're doing HelloFresh or Blue Apron or any of those things, or stopping at Wegmans and getting one of their family style meals, or calling Mamie Lee's. It doesn't matter as long as you're sitting at the table together. 2 days a week.
Thank you. And guys, make sure you're following her on Facebook, follow her on Instagram at Inspired by Mamie for Facebook. I'll definitely tag you on here so that we can follow you. If your Instagram is Mamie_Lees, I also tag you. So definitely tune in for social media for Mamie Lees. Some great things happening in 2018.
Yes. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Have a good night. So next week, guys, more Wellness Wednesdays, helping us to live this best life, because healthy is a new beautiful. Remember, guys, comment and then be be sure to share this video so that you can help break someone else free. Thank you. Thanks, LaTanya.
Bye.